Okay, I'm gonna be stuck in the parking lot for a while here, so I thought I might, I had planned on doing a video today or tomorrow about bombs, a focused video, like how do bombs work. Um, we'll see if I get through everything. I didn't really make notes or anything beforehand, but let's just get to it. So, bombs. You can, okay. Should I say everything about bombs or just focus? Okay. So you start in your inventory with 3 bombs. Again, this is a pen and paper game. It's always going to be adapted for the player, basically. I mean, not always. You could be very strict if you wanted. But it's also just so easy to say, I want to start with 1 bomb or no bombs and see, where you get. Because you'll obviously collect bombs as you go. You could say I want to start with 50 bombs and just go nuts. That's up to you. You could also say that your bombs are less effective, but we're getting off topic here. So, because I did consider the idea that they're less effective, and then maybe as loot you could gather more effective bombs and use them strategically, obviously. This is the only room where you can gather bombs as loot. We already know that. That's room number 4. You walk over top of it to gather it. Bombs you can use to go through a wall. If you're in this room and you're facing this wall directly, you can use 1 bomb to go through 1 square or 1 segment of wall. And then, discover a room on this side and continue. Anyway, that's one way to use a bomb. Another way is, of course, to kill the monsters, which monsters follow you continually. I have other videos describing this game more, and I don't want to assume that you've watched it, but also, whatever, what can I do? So you're moving, you've got a trail of monsters behind you. Let's say you're in a hall. So you get to a dead end in some way, you want to turn back, you can use a bomb to kill several monsters in a straight line. If it's a hall, then, like, if it is a straight line, you can, what do you call it? The bomb, the effectiveness is 10 spaces. Only 1 for a wall. If you use it pointed not towards a wall, then it does not affect the walls. It has to be directed right at a wall in order to blast through it. If you're just killing monsters, then we would go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's how it would work in a perfect, in a vacuum, basically. That's almost never going to be the case. If you were using a bomb directly, so if you were facing this room, and there were already monsters in this room, and you knew that, then you could shoot a bomb in. Obviously, 10 spaces is enough to blow out 4 spaces. The explosion would not travel into undiscovered areas. So, I'm already in a room here, and this is whatever, just making this up. But, so you've gotten here somehow, you shoot a bomb straight into here. This is an undiscovered area, so it's not going to affect through here. which is good, because that would be, I mean, it might be sort of good. It's you know, there's no reason for it to do that anyway. It does get confusing. Here we go. Let's face something confusing. So you're pointed down a hallway, but there's obviously branching areas. Now, I'm not 100% sure that there is a perfect explanation here. The explosion will start by going forward. If there's an open hall, it goes 3 down there, if it can. This is undiscovered space, hypothetically, so it would not travel that far. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it gets to another hall. It's trying to just go straight, but it gets to another hall. 1, 2, 3 down that hall. So that's 7 spaces. 8, 9, 10. So it still affects 10 spaces. If there were monsters here already, which presumably there would be, and that's why you're blowing out this area, clearing all the monsters. If there are monsters here already, you don't have 10 spaces between you and those monsters anymore. You would have in a perfect scenario, but that's not what's going on here. So we would count that almost as poise. You start with only 1 poise. Anyway, if this is undiscovered space, and this is undiscovered space, what you really have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 poise and 1 real poise. That means if you were walking away in a straight line, they would be 5 behind you. They follow you straight, there would be, that same size gap continually as you're traveling. So if you entered this space, these monsters are still walking towards you. So 1 space here and 1 space here, it doesn't become 4, it becomes 3. Keeps, the difference there doubles, basically. So you might move, there and there and there and there. So you move twice, and then you've already met them, which means that they are ready to attack you, and you would have to use another bomb if you were traveling more in that direction. Otherwise, maybe you could turn here. Maybe there were no monsters in this area. You could turn, and you would have a monster right behind you. If you met in the middle and then went down this hall, then you would have a monster right behind you, and that's normal. And if they are directly behind you, they can't attack you. Okay. In this scenario, there were only 4 affected squares. There is blowback. I don't know if I should call it that. Glossing over it. It's trying to affect 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4. It does affect the space you're on, which is probably just wasted. Wasted space, but that's what happens. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then an assumed 5. 6, 7, not into undiscovered space. 8, 9, 10. So, there are no monsters in front of you. Maybe there's a monster right here. Maybe this is where you came from. So they were following you in this path. So you used a bomb to kill these monsters, but you only have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces behind you before they catch up. If you're traveling straight continually, they will still be that many spaces behind you. In this scenario, I know that we only showed bombs in this room, not monsters. You don't need to draw all the monsters every time. Also, blowing up bombs that are on the floor does nothing. They would still be there. You can still gather these. And they don't it's not like a ripple effect and they blow up continually. It's pretty, it's the most basic interpretation here. So I did think that this would be simplest. Goes 3 in a direction. However, there's a lot of scenarios that I may be realizing I couldn't predict. This is a completely hypothetical room, but let's just pretend. So if I was shooting an explosion down this hall, it would go straight, 1, 2, 3, and then it would go, it would turn and go 3, 1, 2, 3, and then what? It went 3 down a hall, which is the rule, but does that mean it stops here, or does it suddenly become blowback? I don't know the answer. I would like to say that it continues down this weird hall. But it's possible I haven't written the rules correctly to say that for sure. So, if this has all been extremely confusing to you, you might want to watch some of my other videos. If you have solutions to some of this, I would be welcome to input. I don't want to make it so complicated that you don't understand how to play the game. I think it's important that the game plays itself a little bit. I love that the monsters don't really have pathfinding. They just go straight towards you. You never have to figure it out. The bombs, however, can get a little bit more confusing. Usually I just sit with it a minute, and I mean, I guess it is arbitrary, but I do think that I come to the correct conclusion most of the time about what would have happened there. And it's not just role-playing either. It's supposed to be mechanics. So let me know if it does make sense and I'm just overthinking it. Let me know if it does not make sense and I've only made half of a game so far. If you are playing this game, or just thinking about it, if you clicked on this, something, YouTube. Alright, so that's where I'm at right now. Thanks for clicking.